What's up, YouTube? Oh, I've been watching all these YouTube videos lately, and I've been seeing a lot of love and appreciation for fellow Americans and people all across the world. I've also been seeing a lot of stuff about Donald Trump, about the conflicts all across the world, all the bad stuff. List goes on. This is my first time making a video here in YouTube. I'm not a content creator, just a fellow American falling upon hard times. As you can see, I'm in my truck. I've got a little bit of garbage in here that I need to clean up, but got my clothes, got some battery packs, got some more clothes. I've got everything in here. I've been living out of my truck for about 3 months now. I got out of jail in March. I'll be honest with all y'all. I fell upon these hard times because I got a order for protection from my former sweetheart, and in order to get my clothes and all my items, because we'd been in a relationship for about 7 years, I had called my old girlfriend's mother to see if I could get my clothes and some stuff to keep me warm, like blankets, just a lot of stuff, stuff that belonged to me. And the town that I lived in looked at that as a violation of the order for protection. I'm not a violent person at all. I'm just a former drug user. Girlfriend went through all the struggles and trials. Meth was my drug of choice. I've got about 7 months sober and clean. But we'll skip all that. I live in a place called Albert Lea, Minnesota. Beautiful town, beautiful people, but very corrupt politicians, very corrupt police, things of that nature. And the reason why I'm out, I'm not in jail, not looking at jail, is because I took a plea offer for 2 years of probation. Not a big deal. I'm not a criminal. I'm not out here stealing stuff or doing drugs or shooting people or anything like that. I'm just fell upon hard times, But one thing I want to point out, I cannot get a job for the life of me. I do have a criminal record from my past. I've done some stupid stuff in my past. Nothing against a person, nothing violent, nothing that deals with drugs, nothing sexual, nothing like that. It's just me being young and stupid. I'm 38 now, and I'm dealing with stuff that I was doing when I was in my early 20s, late teens. But being from Minnesota, particularly blue state, I cannot get a job for the life of me. I've done at least 30 some interviews in the last 2-3 months. And all I get is, we'll give you a call if we're interested. I'm very articulable, very sociable. I've got tons of skills. And I'm not trying to put myself out here to get fundraisings or anything like that, because I know YouTube's guidelines and standards on that. I'm just putting it out there. Man, this living out of my vehicle it's not for the weak. I live in Minnesota. It is 68 70 degrees, but when you're in this vehicle and you get this sunlight, it roasts you like a chicken. I don't have anybody. All my relatives are on drugs, or out of state, or they're just not willing to help. I mean, I only have my mother and father. Little backstory on myself: I was adopted at the age of 1. I don't know my real parents. That really hurts, but so I've got my adoptive side of the family, and I've been the black sheep of that family for 30 some years. I guess I'm reaching out. If there's anybody out there that has a business doing anything, construction, electronics, mechanics, any of those kind of things, man, give me a shout out. I would love to work for you. Doesn't matter what state you're in. I will travel to you. I can't keep doing this. I've been in my truck like I said, I've been in my truck since the beginning of March, and I have already exhausted my entire savings, what was left from the breakup. I really need a job, and none of these employers in Minnesota, I've looked all around. I've even looked into Iowa, and nobody will hire me. And it's like I'm about ready to give up. I am so ready to give up. I've got 3 kids out here that need me, and I've got child support, $500 a month. I just can't keep up. I can't keep up without a job. Man, please shout out to me if you have a job or anything that could help me in my situation. Like I said, I'm paying for car insurance, which costs $80 some a month. I've got to buy new tabs. I've got to get my license reinstated, or not reinstated, but renewed. It's coming up where I need to get it renewed here in August. I've got a lot of bills I need to take care of, and I know all of you Americans out here are probably looking at me like, well, you should have learned your lesson from the first time you got in trouble with the law. I understand that. I've gotten in trouble so many times. I mean, I've got paperwork for another several charges here, in which this county, which is Freeborn County, has put me in jail, even though they didn't send me the citation or anything like that. I'll get that out here for you. I'll show you how bogus this is. Obviously, this is where I live, all that kind of stuff. You can look all this stuff up. I have nothing to hide. So this is the district court. Extremely corrupt. I mean, I can't state this enough. These people are extremely bigoted and biased, and they will not stop harassing me. So this was the date that I was supposed to show up for a traffic ticket. If you look right here, this is my old address where me and my ex-girlfriend used to live at for almost 7 years. It wasn't sent there, or it was actually sent there. And that was the date of my arraignment to look at these charges. But if you look right here, June 4th, that's when they sent it out to my correct address, or this is actually my parents' address, so I can pick up mail. So just looking at that, you can see how corrupt this court is. I went to court that on, what was it, June 1st, and they let me out because this is what I'm looking at. I don't even own a motorcycle. So, motor vehicle registration, no motorcycle endorsement, no proof of insurance, some double jeopardy right here. No motorcycle, or no mirror, no horn, no mirror, no horn, but they're two separate counts, double jeopardy. Operate motorcycle without headlight, stoplights on the rear of vehicle, yeah, so on and so forth. And if you guys read this, it's just a bunch of BS that's made up. Doesn't have any kind of information where the deputy that supposedly gave me this citation, it doesn't have any dialogue. So anyways, long story short, I just put that out there, give you guys a little bit of backstory on how my hometown, this area, is just holding me back, just piling on things to make my life harder, and I'm absolutely stuck here. I mean, I don't have any money to put in my truck for gas. I mean, I've got almost everything that I need here. I do have a storage shed, like a 5x8 shed that has some more clothes, just random stuff, junk basically. So I'm just making this video. Again, I'm a first-time YouTube video maker, creator, whatever. I would love to make more, but I highly doubt that too many people are going to be watching this. I don't really have the video editing skills. I have a laptop, but I don't have Wi-Fi. I'm basically just putting myself out there because I know that there's a lot of good, kind-hearted people. I mean, right before I started to make this video, and I apologize for the length of it, I was going to try to make it short, but in order to give you a backstory on who I am and the situation that I'm currently stuck in, I had to make a little bit longer of a video. So hopefully I'm not irritating any of you for the length of this, but I just need to put all the details in there. I really need to get back on my feet again so I can get back to my kids. I've got a 14-year-old daughter, I've got a 12-year-old son, and then a younger 9-year-old son that I need to support and take care of, and I can't do that without a job. But again, I'm going back about a couple minutes. I just watched, like 5 or 6 videos back to back to back of people going up to these homeless people that are, way worse off than I am. Don't have anything to their name. They don't have clothes. You name it. These blessed people are seeing a lot harder times than I am. And they're still standing up. So shout out to all you countless thousands, tens of thousands, millions, if that, homeless people out there. Keep up that fight. I'm about ready to fold, and it's only been a couple of months, and I've got a little bit of support. I'm just really tired of having to be on food stamps and government assistance. I'm really tired of that. I've got my cooler, I've got some food and things of that nature to sustain me, but I don't have I mean, I don't have clean clothes, and I've been trying to find somebody that's willing to let me use their washing machine. I've even put myself out there on Facebook Marketplace, um, offering services, mowing your lawn, cleaning up dog poop, doing random chores and errands and things like that, like independent uh, Uber driver or whatever. I mean, I would gladly give people rides. My my truck's legal and legit. Um, I've tried everything. I've even volunteered or applied to volunteer at the Humane Society. Hopefully, I get a phone call here back in the next couple of days so that I can go volunteer at the Humane Society. I absolutely love animals. Um, but even they're not calling me back. Um, Several hours ago, I had texted my old boss at my old job, asking if I could get my job back. And this is a plot twist. In March, a couple weeks after I got out of jail, I went to Qdoba's after going through First Presbyterian Church here in Albertley, Minnesota, and spoke with an awesome former pastor. I won't put out his name. He got me the job at Qdoba's here in town, and I had worked there for about 2-3 weeks and was let go because I had actually told my boss about a week before I was getting a second job. I told him that I was, going to need some help with my shifts, so that I could get back and forth, and work out a schedule to where I could work 2 jobs. Several days later, I get a text message from my boss, saying, "We have to let you go because you're looking for a second job." I was absolutely devastated. Absolutely devastated. I loved working at Qdoba's. The customers there were wonderful, absolutely wonderful. During my training and stuff like that, these people were kind and compassionate, understanding that, I was a new worker and I was just learning how to do stuff. And take your time. Oh, you don't know that ingredient? This is what you need to put on there, and thank you. And I got tips, and my coworkers were awesome. My boss is awesome. I mean, I had no complaints, but I got let go because I was looking for a second job. But I told my mom and dad about that, and they said, you don't tell your employers that you're looking for a second job or you've got a second job. Somehow that turned into my fault. But now I know. I always thought honesty is the best policy. I have learned my lessons from all the times that I've taken things from people and gone to prison for them, gone to jail, all this, all that. I have learned my lesson. I am one of the most trustworthy human beings you could ever meet. But in this day and age, it's hard to get that chance. I just don't. This is the one thing that I don't understand, is you've got all these people that are mistreating children in multiple different ways, and 9 times out of 10, you're seeing all these people, and they've got a house, they've got cars, vehicles, this, that, and the other, and where's their job? And then when they get caught, they go to trial, do all that kind of stuff, they get probation. But me, if I had my paperwork, I'd show you guys all the stuff that I've done, and most of y'all would absolutely laugh. Like the last time I went to prison, I went to prison for financial card fraud. Many years ago, I think this was 2017, I was with another woman, the mother of my youngest son. This is so stupid, but I've learned my lesson. You don't take from anybody, not businesses, not people. Anyways, let's cut it down to the skinny here. I received sorry, let's try this over again. My ex-girlfriend back at the time had given me her credit card or debit card to go out and get some gas and some food for our infant child at that time. And while I was out, she had went through my phone. She saw that I was talking to other girls. Once again, my fault. I feel so guilty for that. My son will never forgive me for that. But while I was out, she found out that I was talking to another girl, and she broke up with me on the spot. And we were going back and forth into it. She'd called the police, said that I stole her card. I had taken $35. $35. I did 14 months. And that was a plea bargain. I did 14 months in the Minnesota correctional facility system. Haven't gotten another felony since. Now it seems like, I did my time, got done with parole, successfully did parole. Let bygones be bygones. That's all in the past. What you're looking at is an upgraded form of myself. Once again, my name's Nicholas McPherson. Maybe some of y'all that are watching this probably know who I am. I'm just stuck. But a lot of stuff is going on in the world, and I know why I'm in this position. I made my bed, now I've got to lay in it. But I need a job. I need to get back working again. And my dream job, my absolute dream job, is working with vehicles, whether they're Teslas or whether they're diesel trucks like these Rams or semi-trucks. I cannot get a job for the life of me. I've applied everywhere. I've even applied at McDonald's out here, Arby's, obviously Qdoba's. Live in a town of 18,000 people. It's probably way less than that because the last census was several years ago. I've worked at many, many different places. Last year I was working at 2 different places. I worked at Freeborn's Pride Builders and I worked at Burger King. No problems getting those jobs. No problems whatsoever. But now this year I can't get a job anywhere. And I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to go into the whole politics things because that's not my lane. Man, if any of you are watching this, I'm not asking for handouts. I'm not asking for funds or anything like that. Obviously I'm looking for a job. Construction, I can do construction. I'm pretty in shape. I don't have any underlying health conditions. I know I have asthma and allergies and stuff like that, but that's easily taken care of. Please, if any of you are watching this, please don't give me any thumbs down. Please like. I know the algorithm's probably gonna, it might not even let me put this video out there, but I'm hoping that it does because this is almost life and death. If any of you out there own a business doing anything, and anywhere, California, Oregon, Texas, California, Well, I already said California. Sorry, guys. Florida, Iowa, Michigan, wherever. If you have a job for me, and I'll take your job, and I'll promise you I will give you 2 years out of my life. Oh man, I'll be at work every single day early. You don't have to worry about anything coming up missing. You don't have to worry about anything broken, anything like that. I mean, for somebody that's been to prison, I've been to prison 3 times, and they're all for theft-related crimes. All super petty, super petty. Because, like again, I'm a former drug user, former meth user. As you can see, I'm not using meth. I mean, my eyes look like they're dilated, but I've got dark eyes. And I've got a little bit of weight on me, and I'm not doing this whole thing. But anyways, long story short, I got to get out of this town. I've got to get out of this town. I've got to get back out on my feet again. And the reason why I have to get out of this town is because of the corruption and the harassment, basically. I know a lot of you out here that are watching this can see, look at the hair, the facial structure, maybe a little bit of body structure. This racial stuff has got to stop. I'm biracial, I'm mixed. But this town is extremely bigoted, extremely racially motivated. And again, I'll show you guys the coincidence in this. The irony is so sickening. It's sickening. Again, this is Freeborn County. My people weren't born free. I wasn't born free, and this is America. I thought we had rights, but again, you go back 20 minutes and look at the paperwork, you'll see we're really not free, especially in this town. Say this is slander, this is the truth. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some lawyers, people that are associated with this town, with this county and stuff like that will see this, and they'll be like, oh, well, this is Nick, this is what he's about. He's bad, he's slandering our good town and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't do anything wrong to people anymore. It's been almost a decade, and I continuously get these petty misdemeanors and things that aren't real. They're not legal, not legit. So I need to get out of this town, and I'm making this video giving you a little bit of backstory, a little bit of supporting information about me, who I am, what I'm about, and just letting you guys know this homeless life is not what's up. It's hard. This is really, really hard. I feel like I'm missing something, but we're coming up on the 30-minute mark, and I just needed to get your guys' attention. I don't want to lose it. Please give me a thumbs up. If you guys like what you see, like what you're hearing, please reach out to me. Give me a thumbs up. If I get, how about this? I'll put this out there. I'll make a deal. If I can get 500,000 or 1,000,000 views, I'll make my own video. I'll make my own subscriber platform. I'll make my own, whatever you call it, and I'll make more videos about whatever you guys want. Also, if I can get 500,000 views or 1,000,000 views, anything like that, and what was that? There was a YouTube clip, a short that I'd seen a while ago of this like 10 or 11-year-old kid that says, if I get 1,000,000 likes, I will, I will do whatever you guys want me to do. I'm not going to do anything like that because I know this world is crazy and I'm an adult. You guys are going to say some really crazy, offlandish stuff that is probably super inappropriate. And something like devote my life to boxing. I mean, I'm 38, but do I look 38? I certainly don't act 38. Get into boxing, man, you name it. You give me some kind of idea and I will devote my life to it. Becoming a muscle bodybuilder, I'll do that. Run across the country like Forrest Gump, I'll do that. If I can get 1 million views, 1 million likes, man, let's do it. Give me your guys' opinions. But just remember to give me a thumbs up and let's go from there. Man, shout out to my mother and father, David and Rebecca McPherson. Man, they've been helping me with so much. I mean, they haven't been letting me in their home to stay at night because they want to keep pushing me. They're one of those, nitty gritty, strict types. Shout out to my mom and dad. But again, I'll wrap this up. It's already 31 minutes. Please give me a thumbs up. And if you have a corporation or your own LLC or anything, you own your own business, especially if you have an auto body shop where you work on cars, man, I'll show you guys all the, I'll show you all the projects that I've done, like my 2001 Lexus IS300 turbo build that I did several years ago. I've got all the intelligence, all the skills to be able to build any car, domestic, foreign, electric, Tesla, all these Chinese cars. I've got all the skills to be able to fix and work on those kind of things. And that's what I'm putting myself out there for. I don't have my ASC certification, but I would like to. I would like to go back to college to get that so that I can have a stable job. But I have no money in my pockets. I've got my pillow, blankets, a little bit of food, maybe like $20 in my bank account. But I can't move forward. So if any of you have anything for me, doesn't matter where you are, give me a shout out, send me a message, send me a DM, and I'll come work for you. And like I said earlier, you don't have to worry about me skipping out. I'm not one of these younger millennial kids that or Gen Zs. I am actually a millennial because I was born in 85. And I show up for work. I don't make all these excuses. I need this job. I need a little bit of money. I'm not asking for an arm and a leg. I'm not asking for donations. I'm not asking to make a fundraiser or anything like that. I'm asking for a job, employment where I don't have to worry about losing that job. So I'll wrap this up. Give me a thumbs up. Shoot me a DM. If you have something for me, and let's get together and see what we can do. Make this happen. God bless. Peace.